All right, folks. Howdy. Sunday side by side, doing another little project here. Got the H2 in the garage here. Today's little project, I decided I needed a spare tire, so I found one on Facebook Marketplace, like an OEM one, just like that for like 250 bucks. So then I'm like, okay, now I need a rack for it. And DRT and all these other manufacturers, electric, off-road, they haven't come out with a spare tire rack for this yet. So I bit the bullet and I bought one of the OEM Kawasaki racks. So I'm just gonna throw this on there. Looks pretty well made so far. I mean, I just took it out of the box. And it's pretty heavy duty. I mean, we'll see when I get it up there, but I'm gonna put this on, so I'm gonna make a little video and show you all how I'm doing it. So we'll get going here. Okay, first things first. They give you these little rubber inserts here to protect your roll cage here. So what they want you to do is to align it into there's a little kind of a little nipple right there, and there's a hole, and you align this into there. And then what's going to happen here? There's two pieces to this. There's this piece here, and then there's this other side here. They you fold this over around the roll cage in the back. I think they call that the ROPS, R-O-P-S. I don't know. That's some Kawasaki abbreviation for roll bar. And then you just kind of clamp this thing on here like this. With a couple of, I don't know, they look like they're, I don't know, 12 millimeter bolts. So I'm gonna go line that up on one and get it started. Okay, got those in. That was a piece of cake. You just get them in there finger tight because you're gonna have to position this upper back depending on kind of where you need it. And I did it on that side too. So, okay, now I assume we're gonna do some lower ones too. All right, same procedure on these lower pieces. You just take this little plastic sleeve and you find the little nipple that's in there, and you line up the hole, and you get it in there nice and square. Yeah, it's hard to do while I'm holding the phone. And then when you mount it up there, this hinge piece just goes on top again. It's kind of like locks on there, and it goes like this. So let me get these up there. All right, one thing I want to point out is you see how these they interlock here. You gotta, when you put them together, it's kind of like a puzzle pieces. Make sure they're interlocked. Like I did it on that one, but I missed that one, so I gotta redo that one. And then the lower one, same thing. Get her down here, and it interlocks like that as well, like a puzzle piece, and let's get it finger tight for now. Okay, now they want you to take this little rubber grommet and this little brass ring. Precious. They want you to put it up in there and make sure that the little rubber grommet is seated all the way in. Just FYI, that brass ring was it was on here when they shipped it on both sides, and they kind of put a bunch of padding around it. So it was already on here, so I was getting a little freaked out because I didn't see it, but it was already here. So just take it off of that, throw it over there. And then, so then what they want to just do one side. So I don't even know if these are positioned correctly. I'll have to adjust it. But now you want to take the rack now, and they want you to seat the one corner into that. And then there's two little release clips that clip onto here and onto here. So they just want you to kind of set it in place for now. And then I'm gonna push this one and tilt it back so that it's not in the way. And then I assume what I'll do is I'll get everything all aligned, and then I'll just rotate that one back into place, and then I think we should tighten everything down. We'll see. Okay, well, I've never been one to follow like step-by-step instructions, and so same thing here. So remember when I said you put this side on and then you also do this upper hinge? Well, you don't. You do you do the uppers, well, sorry, you do one upper, both lowers, these lower hinges. And then when you get the rack up in it, you set the rack on one side and then put these little pivot points in the back part, but you can't rotate this hinge point in there enough. So I had to take the hinge just off, and then take it apart and then put it back on so that it fits in this pivot point here. But so I don't even have it all tightened down or anything, but I mean, let me zoom out, but I mean, I got nothing tightened, and this is pretty damn solid right now. So I got to put some those little I don't know, those what are they called? Little shock absorbers or whatever. I don't know what they're called. It allows you to open and close assist, whatever it's called. Somebody correct me. I don't know. Anyway, it's time for a beer. Okay, so I got everything snugged up. These were easy on the bottoms, were pretty easy, but these ones up here were kind of a bitch because you got to go inside here and there's really no access. You can't get a impact or anything on it. So you got to use just an old-fashioned Allen wrench and hand tighten all of them. My suggestion is to start with one in the middle, tighten it down a little bit, and then you'll be able to finger tighten up most of the other ones pretty far down. And then, do an end one, tighten that down, and then you can finger tighten the other ones a little bit more each time, and it makes it a little bit easier, so it's not bad. But it's pretty cool so far. It's pretty stout, I'll be honest. It is pretty stout, and it's kind of got a pretty cool, I haven't put the struts in, but there's a little squeeze handle right here, and you squeeze that in. Oh, Jesus. All right, let me try that again. And then it goes up, and obviously the struts are gonna help it up and help it down, but it locks into place really nice. And it looks pretty badass right here. I'll get a tire on there in a minute once I get these struts in there, and I'll show you what it looks like. But so far, I don't know, it's taken me like 30 minutes. So, I mean, I'm barely through my beer. Yeah, I know, you're gonna bust my balls. It's a Mick Ultra. I know. All right, go for it. Bust my balls. It tastes good, damn it. Leave me alone. All right. Okay, I got one of the struts up there. Pretty simple. This one here comes pre-threaded. And then this one over here is put a little lock wash or Teflon nut on the back side of it. No, not gonna lie, it was kind of a little bit of a bitch getting in there and tightening everything up, but it pushes it up pretty. I mean, that's only one side, but like that puts that sucker up. So I'm gonna throw a tire on here in a minute, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. But it's a pretty powerful strut. Okay. So I just put the second one in. By the way, this top up here, this one up here, that's a 12, and then the outside on that is a 12, and the inside's a 13. So if you have ratcheting wrenches, that's gonna work best. But watch this. Pretty badass. You squeeze this sucker right here. That thing goes up. Damn. All right, let's throw a tire on there and see. All right, she's all done. So there it is. Zoom out a little bit. Looks pretty cool. My initial reaction is it's pretty stout and it's pretty secure, and it took like no time to get it in there. And so to undo it, there's a little clicker here. You just click that thing, click it, and that thing goes up. And that's a 33-inch tire, 16-inch rim, and it goes up real easy. So not bad. And to close it, I mean, it closes real good. It latches. That sucker's on there. So pretty good. All right, there you have it. It probably took me maybe an hour. I only had one beer. No fuck sakes either. Like, this was another super easy project. Kawasaki did a pretty good job designing it, and the parts are all pretty beefy. And it's real secure. I mean, they didn't chintz out on much. So I'm pleased with it. I'm gonna go ride tomorrow, and we'll see if it bounces around or anything. And if it does, I'll report back. But otherwise, this one's easy. So again, like, do it yourself. Don't pay the mechanics to do it. Save yourself some money. All right, people. Peace out. Be good. See you next time.